We now interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast about sex, drugs, getting money, and urban life for a special report from the single topic of variety. Call letters W, S, T, O, V. The stove is lit. Let's cook it. Reporting live from the Tony PlayStation Studios in the Palmetto State, South Carolina, infamously known as the South Kakalaki. Don't ask me why. Hold on. This just in. Hey guys, before you vibe, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because people won't believe me that I have 1 million followers unless you hit me up online. So, there, done. Journalism bars, son. Let me tell you where we are transmitting from. The Stove is brought to you by YouTube, TikTok, IG, BandLab, Vimeo, SoundCloud, and Facebook just for laughs. Haha, yeah. And now, for today's news, reporting live is our In the World and Of It reporter on the scene, Tangy Vinegar, to report about why he hates people. Warning, the views and opinions of Tangy Vinegar do not necessarily represent that of the Stove. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Tangy Vinegar. Careful, kids, he's salty. Tangy, tell us why you're mad, son.
I'll tell you why I'm mad, son. I'm telling you why I'm mad. Because people don't care, kid. You know what I'm saying? People don't care that they purposely get on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? They don't care whether you get vaccinated or unvaccinated. They don't care if you in distress. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if you get kicked. They don't care if they the ones that kicked you. They don't care if you get fired. They don't care if they the ones that sabotage your job. They don't care if they the ones that sabotage your promotion. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care when they do something wrong to you. You know what I'm saying? They don't care when they make false accusations on you. They don't care. They'll urinate in your gas tank, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. They give you a weed blunt with crack rock inside of it, you know what I'm saying? They don't care, man. They'll see you at the grocery store and won't say nothing to you, you know what I'm saying? But still ask you to buy $5 so they can get approved, you know what I'm saying? They don't care if they make blogs about you. They don't care if they make songs about you. They don't care if they make posts on you about, you know what I'm saying, like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram posts, you know what I'm saying? They don't care whether you're an innocent victim or whether you're a bystander or whether you're the person that did it, you know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care about backlash that they cause when they be writing their little stupid little posts, you know what I'm saying? They don't care when they change up stuff. They don't care when they change up products. They don't care when they change up service. They don't care that they gonna charge you no matter what. They don't care that they salesmen. They don't care if they on that customer service tip, you know what I'm saying? And they supposed to be customer service, but they don't be servicing the customers. They just be servicing themselves. They don't care about good hair or bad hair. They don't care about color. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your family member. They don't care if they are your family members. They don't care if you in the coffin. Matter of fact, these the cane cats that'll jump on your coffin, even though they was the ones that was causing you the most problems when you died, son. They don't care, man. They don't care about, you know, what equates to money. They don't care that, you know, family is more important than anything. They don't care about, you know, whether you're incapacitated. They don't care if you're conscious. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hate these people, man. They don't care. That's why I hate them. I can't stand them. They don't have no logical circumstance for nothing, man. They don't care about good people, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about bad people, you know what I'm saying? They just suck, man. People just suck. And I can't stand people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? My favorite
Smurf
on the Smurf
Can we cut him off?
Angry Smurf. You know,
okay.
Just the one that's mad all the time, son.
Okay.
Back
yes.
to you,
and
Neko.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope he meant Nekus, as in the Ethiopian term for king. Anyway, for a better perspective on why we shouldn't hate people and the reason why we should love ye one another, let's go to our correspondent, Tony Ben's Better Way. Tony,
yeah,
please take it away, man.
I got you, man. I got you. Listen, we all have a little tangy vinegar inside of us where when no one's looking, we say, I hate people. I hate when they do this. I hate when they have agendas. I hate when they prefer their politics over our lives, stuff like that. But in essence, we all have to realize that, you know, we fall short of the glory, every single one of us, regardless of what you believe in. But I can say particularly that I love people. Yes, sometimes I'm like Tangy, and sometimes I'm the mediator like our announcer. But in essence, I remember the days when I believed that all is right with the world, when beautiful things happen. For example, we just moved to South Carolina. Don't really know that many people. I haven't connected with my family members that are in the area yet. So I'm really just kind of depending on the person that sold the house to us, and people that I met since I've been here, my neighbors that I purposely went over to say hello to. With that being said, my wife and I, we were on our way to pick up our son, Jaden, from school, and our vehicle just stopped. No warning whatsoever, it stopped. And if you know South Carolina, the Cackalack, it is not 70 degrees here. And sitting out in the hot sun on the side of the road, or excuse me, in the middle of the road, is not a fun place to be. Long story short, our vehicle stopped. So we're in the middle of the road. There are people passing by because they have places to go. But this one older gentleman, he stopped a couple of feet ahead of the car. He came out. He said, "You all right, young man?" I said, "Yes, sir. We're waiting for our insurance to come." And he said, I'm not a mechanic, and I definitely don't have the strength to push your car, but I just want to check and see if you need something. You're all right. I said, "No, thank you, sir. I'm good, but I appreciate you. God bless you." So he got in his vehicle and drove away. Still heating up outside. All of a sudden, this tall, heavy-set black dude in a real small black car drives up in front of the vehicle, and this young, slim white guy with a hat turned backwards and a ladder in the back of his truck, he parks a couple of feet behind us. So they both come at the same time and say, "Hey, are you guys all right?" And I say, "Yeah, brothers, I appreciate y'all. We're just waiting for somebody to come tow our vehicle to the Nissan dealership." And I asked, "If you don't mind, can you help push our vehicle more to the side of the road under the shade?" They pushed the vehicle with no problem, drove off into the sunset, and they made sure to ask are we sure if we needed anything. Boom, no problem. They drive off. Mrs. Benz and I are sitting on the side of the road so people can pass under a tree, cooler than before. I call my neighbor, who I just met no more than 2 weeks ago, and asked him if he was busy, and he said he just was about to turn up some music and go somewhere when he got my text and my call. And he came over immediately, and he took my wife back to the house to get our other vehicle, and we were able to go pick up Jaden, because Jaden had to be picked up within the next half hour. And she went to pick him up. He went back home. So she went, picked Jaden up, and stood outside on the other side of the road waiting for the the tow truck person to come. After the tow truck person came, or actually just before the tow truck person came, the young white guy came back with the ball cap. This person, I guarantee you, if I ever seen him in the street, me being from where I'm from New York, and being almost 50 years old, I have history, and I'm glad I got this guy wrong. He came back 15, 20 minutes later with 2 ice cold bottles of Life Water, not the cheap kind either. And I was beyond grateful. And all I could think was, welcome to South Carolina. Look at all these people willing to help us out. So the tow truck comes, and we're off. We go back home. Come to find out, there was a fuel pump problem with her vehicle, and it's covered by the insurance. So it took this problem in order for me to see some of the beauty of my neighbor, of the people that came to help us out, that came to our rescue. On top of that, I sent a text to my neighbor and asked him, I told him, don't block the blessing, and I know you're gonna say no, but I owe you a beer, a coffee, or something. And he told me, okay, get this certain kind of beer. Before we left, a lady even drove by and asked if I was okay. Young lady that somebody would have assumed that was a Karen came by. Karen or no Karen, she came by and asked me if I was okay. So fast forward to me picking up the beer. I go to the store to pick up the beer. I have my mask on and everything. I pick up this beer. Mind you, I don't drink alcohol, but I'm at the counter about to buy this at Kroger's. And there was a man in front of me who had a case of Budweiser, and the lady just let him go. When I pull up to the counter, she immediately asks me for my ID. Now, typically, I don't get my ego all blown up for someone, excuse me for being young, thinking I was young, but I got a compliment. Yet another blessing came from me appreciating people for who they are. Now, sometimes I do feel like I hate people, which really means I hate what they do. I hate that sin. But for the most part, I love people. I love what people do. I can't accept every single situation, but the love that I have in my faith makes me know that it is worth loving people. I just want to tell you, give people a chance. Not everyone is the same as the last person you ran into. Not everyone is the same person that's going to give you the shirt off their back. Not everyone is the person that is going to flip you the middle finger when they're going too fast and you're going too slow. So, I know you might think you hate people. Just remember, you hate the things that people do, but still hope for the best. I pray for them. I have gotten out of the habit of flipping the bird back to them. I've gotten out of the habit of just wishing the worst on them and just wishing the best on them, because every so-called person you think is not good is having a bad day sometime later on next week. So pray for them. I pray for you. This was the single topic of variety for the week, and I hope it encouraged you as always. And I really hope you subscribe or like or recommend this to a friend. This was a year-long project that I was planning on doing, and my year is almost up. I'm in month 7 of doing the Stove. This coming from your positive reporter, Tony Benz Bedaway. I pray you have an amazing day and an amazing life. That's my report. Back to you, Stovey.
We now return you back to your regularly scheduled podcast about sex, drugs, getting money, and urban life. Thanks for listening to this special report from the single topic of variety. Call letters WSTOV. The Stove was lit. Again, thanks for cooking it. This was your host, Stovey Anchor Man.